Hi guys, Sarah the Northwoods Stitcher here. I am so tired. I had such a great time at the Library Stitchers Retreat. This was in Augusta, Maine this past weekend. This is Monday. The retreat was all day, Friday and Saturday. And I feel like I've been on a 2-day concert because I've been up late, up early. To bed late, up early, and I am so tired. I had a fantastic time. This was the first retreat that they've had, and it was so successful. I would like to see twice a year, but hopefully we can persuade them to do a couple or another one next year. I'm going to be stumbling over my words and not making much sense today, but I really wanted to share with you some of the treasures that I got at this retreat and talk a little bit about that and some of the things that I got on the side and some of the things that I got out and about and some of my finds from the dump and what have you. I am going to be going away to Germany to visit. We're going to go visit our daughter, our exchange student daughter, so I'm very excited about that, and I'm going to fall off the radar for 2 weeks. So if you send me some comments and I do miss a video, forgive me. I'm going to try my best to do some content and have this set to post, but I don't know how organized I can get in the next few days or if I can recover from my retreat. We'll see. I don't know. So the retreat party started early for me. It was Thursday afternoon when a carload of friends came up. Some were staying with me and some were staying in a hotel. And on our way to my house, of course, we stopped at a Goodwill. The first one we stopped at was Augusta. We did some shopping. And then we went to another Goodwill in Waterville. And on the way there, in the back seat, I hear Sophia. She says, "Can we go to Martin's?" I did a 2-wheel turn. I was so proud. I didn't know she knew what a Martin's was. Now, here in Maine, we have a shop called Martin's, and you might hear them talking about it on Two Needles Pulling Thread, because Missy and Kathy have talked about it. That's how Sophia found out about it, and they have some great stuff there. So that was one of the places we stopped, and I got some great stuff. They had some Vervaco kits. They had a lot of other Belgium kits. They had some, is it Boothie Bay? No. Boothie threads. See, this is how tired I am. And they had Thea Governor. Sorry. But look at this beautiful thing. Look at this great kit that I got. I have to send this to Patty, a picture of this to Patty at Lakeside Stitches. I'm pretty sure she has one on her wall in her shop that she did. It's breathtaking. And now that I see that this design is possible, this one that she did might be a Thea Governor as well. I have to ask her. This was only $14.99 at Martin's. It's a complete kit. I'm really excited about it. This kit is a 16 count Aida, and they also suggest that you could also do it on a 32 count linen, but absolutely gorgeous. And the interesting thing is I don't like stitching flowers. So this might be a very long stitch for me. Put it on a scroll rod and just take my time with it. But I'm excited to look at that, get that started. I also got a Vervaco for $6.99. Let me see if I can get the price tag away from the, I didn't do this right. Covering up the picture. I also got a Vervaco tiny kit. I'm just going to have to show it to you this way. Sorry for the price tag, guys. But isn't that sweet? So that was $6.99. I should have taken the sticker off first before I showed it to you. No, not going to work. And then there was a kit for $5.99. This is a Vervaco as well. And it came with the little frames. But look at that beautiful retro old-timey stitch. Just classic. And you can change the colors of these. But I love that it came with the little frames. Everything I need to do is in there. It's very exciting. But for $5.99, I couldn't pass that up. So that was Martin's. And I'm not going to remember which Goodwill had what. But I did get this for $3. This was a rescue. So it was a slate and a cross stitch mounted. And it looks like they used something like Mod Podge. So this is pretty solid and covered. I don't recognize the stitch. Do you guys? And it did not have holes, and it was not on a leather cord. So when I brought it home, my hubby took one look at it and said, oh, I can do holes. So he drilled the holes for me, and I just stuck a leather shoelace. I keep that stuff handy in the craft room, and now I can hang it up somewhere. I'm pretty sure this can go outside on my covered porch. But I might want to put another coat of Mod Podge on it. It seems pretty stiff. Maybe I'll look at my Mod Podge containers and see if it'll handle outdoors. It's protected, it wouldn't get wet, but it will be exposed to the elements, and I'd have to find a spot where it doesn't get too much sun. But very cute. It's not signed. It has a tiny little snail charm on there. Isn't that cute? I'm so glad I found it to rescue it. I didn't find this one, did I? I think Kim found this. I have a lot of enablers in my life. I know, right? It's huge. $2. These are great when you want to do a quick little cutout. I don't need to use the big whole piece. I can cut out a little section to do a finish on it or make a little ornament just so I have that sticky adhesive. I wouldn't mount a big cross stitch on these, because what if you have to reposition it later down the road? But for $2, it's great to have in my stash. I have piles of stuff, you guys. So much to show you from the retreat. But more Goodwill stuff. Now, Lisa found this. This was $4. This is absolutely amazing. So it is 4 cross-stitched panels set inside a plastic canvas box. I know. And it's not signed. It did not have a top. I don't care. $4, lined on the inside. I think I will put my chenille yarn skeins in here that I use for trim. I'll find a good use for this. But absolutely amazing amount of work. And I had to rescue it. And I will treasure this. It's just incredible. Even my husband picked it up and said, "You found this at Goodwill." Well, I did find something at the dump that I already put on the wall. You can just see it over there. It is a ceramic that's been painted perfectly. Whoever painted this piece was very good, an expert, an advanced crafter of painting, pottery. I will take a picture and insert it. And I have a little bit of information on it. I don't know if I'll be able to find it and post it in this video when I'm editing, or if I will be upright in the next few hours. But if you have any questions about it, let me know, because there is some information on the back, and I can't remember what it said right now off the top of my head. Nothing's on the top of my head at this moment. I have so much stuff to show from the retreat that I'm going to forget to mention somebody or show something. And you'll have to bear with me because I'll be showing it throughout some of my other videos later on in the month when I get back from our little vacation. And I'll have some, hopefully some great stuff that I filmed over in Germany to show you as well. Maybe some of the shops that I go to. Oh, I should show you one more thing. I get so distracted when I'm up here. I'm like a crow. I did finish. Do you remember the Vervaco? No, this is the Riolis. So this was the little kit, the Riolis kit that was a beaded strawberry. I've never done something like this on fabric before. And the fabric that came with the kit, it was an elderly kit. It doesn't have a year on it, I don't think. And I didn't like the fabric, so I got rid of the fabric, switched it out for some opalescent Aida. And it wasn't cooperating, but I did manage, how can I show this? I did manage to complete the strawberry. Now the veins on the strawberry, or the leaf outline, didn't really show up the way I thought it would. But I'm going to be framing this hopefully in the next few weeks. And I do like how sparkly it is. It doesn't quite look like the picture, but that's okay. It's my first attempt. Going through my frames, I found this solid wood frame that I think came from, might have been Joann's. No, might have been Michael's. But I think I will have enough of the fabric showing, and I might paint this wood a different color. And then I have that air-dried clay with the molds. So I am hopeful to put a type of beaded molding around this, because this is a very flat, plain Jane frame. I'm not excited about it. I want to make it exciting. So that is a goal. I don't know what to show you guys first. I have to say that everybody I met there, I wanted to adopt. I really wanted to bring everybody home and make waffles the next morning and just have a continuation of a party. But it was such a wonderful time with such talented and incredibly welcoming and just awe-inspiring talent. It's so nice to be surrounded by people who are able to create such beautiful things and are so welcoming and inclusive and friendly, and you can just walk up to anybody at a retreat and start talking. Hi, where you from? What you doing? And it's fascinating to see what people are working on and what people enjoy to do. That being said, I had 2 tables that I sat at, and one of the tables I sat next to Heidi. She brought the cutest little post-it notes. I know, right? They're adorable. Now, I use these all the time to mark things that I want to do in a book or a magazine, and I also make notes to myself. But these are almost too cute to use, so I think I'm going to hold on to them for a little bit and just love on them, and then I'll use them. But I don't want them to go away anytime soon. And then Kara was at my table, and she gifted everybody a pair of scissors. So she had a collection of different colors with the little sheath. So thanks to Kara, the Granite State Stitcher. I hope I said that right. I'm so tired. So go check her out. But I was so happy with these. I love getting scissors. I don't have enough scissors. Honestly, I don't. And then what else happened? I have so many little gifts that I got from my house guests that I don't know what to show and what not to show. And I haven't chatted with them since they're traveling right now. But I do have a friend that was Sophia, who is now making her own project bags. And she's making her own, I would call them just like quilted, I call them stitchy mats, but I use one of mine on my stitch table, and it holds different things. But look at this gorgeous thing. If that doesn't make you smile. I love the colors in this. And my only complaint is that she didn't sign it. She needs to get some little tags that say made by Sophia. I know who made it, but she needs to put something else on it. I love the polka dots and the hearts and the little crosses. I can't do anything like this. So when I get something like this, it's a treasure. I have another one over there. So I think this one's gonna go downstairs actually in my bedroom. I did the smalls exchange. So you bring a little cross stitch and wrap it up in a theme so people know what they're getting. So if you have a Christmas stitch, you wrap it up in a Christmas paper so they know that that stitch is possibly Christmas related. If you have a floral or a spring stitch, you wrap it up in maybe a floral or a spring. You know, you get the drift. So the smalls exchange was so large at this retreat because we had 150 people that we did it in 2 days, and I got, look at this handy box. This is one of the reasons why I chose it, because I love the box. Now this one was done by Barbara Putnam. I remember Putnam, Barbara Putnam. I'll have a picture here. Hi, Barbara. And when I opened it, it was kind of weird because I was just thinking about and frustrated because I wanted to make some scones. My husband and I aren't using heavy cream. And when I opened it up, it was not only a beautiful cloth that you would use inside a basket, and the edges are stitched. But you put this in a basket to, you know, keep your scones warm or your bread or your rolls warm. And I haven't done one of these in a long time, but I love this stuff. But look at the detail. It's so expertly and beautifully stitched. And it's my colors, it's blue. And then there was a scone recipe inside. What? How did that happen? I don't know if my house is bugged. It doesn't have heavy cream. So that was fun. Teas, 3 different teas. I mean, it was like, what? She knows I drink tea? So I'm not going to tell my husband, Barbara, but if you have bugged my house, I'm so excited about this. So it was perfect, absolutely perfect. I also have this adorable little quilted keychain bag, and this was done by Janie Brookmeyer. Look at that. How on earth? It's fascinating to me because I can't do stuff like this. Tiny little zipper. I'm going to use this when I go to Germany. Janie's in Indiana. What? We had people from all over at that retreat. It was a go-to. Oh, and so I should say Sophia stayed here. She's the one who sends me all the cotton and twine kits that she either gets too many of or doesn't want to do. So she'll send them to me. And then Lori Spools stayed with me. She gave me a whole bunch of stuff. But what I ended up bringing up today, Northwoods. Can you see that? Northwoods scissors. What? I can't remember where she said she found them. They are Fiskas? Yeah, they're Fiskas. So they must be some limited edition. And I was just fascinated. I can't believe she found them. I've never seen anything like them. So I just love these. I think these will be my bigger fabric scissors because every once in a while I end up grabbing the wrong pair. I have a rotary fabric, but this will be wonderful for that. So I love that. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. I think we'll go through the patterns first that I bought. There were a lot of different trunk shows there. There were so many that I don't know if I can list them all properly. JBW had a trunk show there. I got a new JBW design that I hadn't seen before, and this was dated, give me a date, 2022. This is called Over the Fields We Go. Isn't that sweet? I fell in love with the red one, but there was a model there, and it was on, I think, a white linen, stitched with a soft, almost a blue-gray, which was just striking. I'll try to put up a photo around here if I do have a photo. I think I took a photo of the model, but I did love this color red. I love the color red so much that I did buy an Atomic Ranch fabric called Joy Lynn. This is a 28 Lugana. So I might be doing it on this, but this red was just gorgeous. It's not a dark cranberry, which is something I would like as well, but this was really striking. So I might use this to do it. So that was the Atomic Ranch Joy Lynn 28 Lugana. And it's so soft. I could sleep on it. I can't wait to go to sleep tonight. I also have Harvest Butterflies Sweet Wing Studio. Isn't that adorable? And I can do one for a card. I mean, there's so many different things you can do with this. I can put it in a little box. I can make a cute little pillow. I can make a cute big pillow and use this as the edging on both sides of the pillow. So this was a 2023 Sweet Wing Studio, and it's called Harvest Butterflies. I love this one. And this one just, I couldn't believe this. The model was there, so it really got me. Hands-on Design, Oh Beehive. And I did get, I'll show you the fabric. I think I got the right fabric for it. It'll look good on any light blue fabric, but this one was really pretty. And what's so great about this little Oh Beehive kit, it's not a kit, chart, is it came with the little felt pieces. So if you look carefully, you can add the little pieces here. So there must be 7. It looks like there's more than 7, but I couldn't believe it came with the felted pieces. So that made things much easier. This is a 2015. I don't recall ever seeing this one. Hands-on Design, Oh Beehive. Definitely doing that. We got a lot of free charts. One of the charts that we got, and I wonder if you can actually get this on her website, the whole chart. It was made for the retreat, so the middle says the Library Stitchers Retreat. But if you go to Drooling Moose Designs, she had this available. And the model that I saw was just the centerpiece. And then you would scan a QR code at her table to get those borders. So I'm really looking forward to doing that as a memorial to going to this retreat. So I'll have a little memory pillow when I'm done. She's got some gorgeous stuff. What I like about her designs is that she's very versatile. So she uses black work and cross stitch. So there's a chart for everybody at her site. And you can, if you're just starting to learn black work, this is a great website to go to see what your comfort level is, because she has different size charts to practice using black work. We got, can I show that one? Elizabeth and Fitzwilliam, the Stitching Wren. What is this called? This is a 2024. Isn't that sweet? So that was a free chart. This one doesn't have a picture. Can't show that one. That was free. Oh, this one was beautiful, but I have to take it out. So the Proper Stitcher. This is called The Dance. And I had to get this because it had the willow tree. And they did have the model there, so it was just jaw-dropping. Isn't that great? And it was interesting that I was drawn to this because I'm not much of a house stitcher. You know, a lot of patterns have houses in them, and I only want to do so many of them. But this one really spoke to me, probably because of the willow. And I love that it has the other motifs in it that I was attracted to. So that is the Proper Stitcher. And the website is theproperstitcher.com. And of course, I love the saying in it. I'm having such trouble speaking today, guys. Don't fall, please. Don't fall. I'm talking to my piles of paper like they're gonna listen. All right, let me do that. This was probably from, I think I got this over at the Crafty Grimalkin table. This is a Heart in Hand Floral Etchings number 2. And I think I'll probably do this so it's really big. It would be pretty really small on a small count. So again, it's pretty versatile. I love the colors. I love that I can change things up on this. So Heart in Hand. And of course there's a number 1. Is that on the back? That might be Floral Etchings number 1 on the back. I don't know how many there are. So if this is number 2, there's at least 2, if not more. So I'm going to start collecting these. I think they're lovely. And then the models were available for this one. This was a lot of fun. This is a Hello design. It's a Liz Matthews. And it's called Homespun Hearts. Now, at first I thought, well, that's a lot of crazy sewing. I can't do that because I only hand sew. But if you look carefully, this is all stitched. So all of that is stitched. And then the stitches are added to make it look like it's sewn together. It's all cross stitch. How much fun is that? So what cute little pillows to make for my dough bowl. Homespun Hearts. Hello Designs, Liz Matthews. I think that's fantastic. And I love these colors. I don't think I'd change them up, but you can change them for whatever color would best suit your decor. And when I opened it up just now and I looked at it, the chart is black and white, massive. So I'm not going to have trouble seeing it. Is it this year? Was it released this year? 2022. Who knew? Speaking of which, I'm going to do a bonus video. It's going to be a review of a new floor lamp and a desk lamp to see if that's going to be better for my poor, tired eyes. And it's going to be a review of a lamp called BenQ. That is the company that puts this lamp out. It is weird looking, but wait till you see it. It's pretty interesting. I've been playing with it. I want to play with it tonight before I do a real video to see. It was okay in the day. What is it going to be at night? I also picked up a copy of The Pumpkin House, and this is another Hello design from Liz Matthews. Now, this one I'm a little scared of because after I bought it, I realized what it was. The Pumpkin House. Do you guys see? You'll know when you see it. Do you see it yet? Now, they had me at pumpkins, and they had me at the crow. But then when I sat down with it, somebody said, oh, isn't that cool how you're supposed to stitch it on 2 different fabrics? What? And then stitch them together and then do the border. What? Am I capable of doing this? I don't know. How cool is that? So I'm going to attempt this, but it is kind of scaring me that I absolutely have to line this up properly, or it's going to be, you know, puckered in spots. I will get the fabric from the same company, but different colors. I think that's what I'm going to try to do. But do you see it now? Really cool. Or I could just do the pumpkins, or I could just do the house. But it's really an interesting way of designing. I'm just really intimidated by it. Something that scares me usually sits around for a long time before I get my bravenesses together. That's what I've always said to my my cat or my dog. You don't have any bravenesses today, do you? That's okay. Come sit on Mama. I love the colors in this. We haven't even had summer and I'm ready for fall. Okay, so the fabrics. Oh, wow, guys. This is a barefoot needle art. This is called Sea Mist. And I feel like the light is not being very kind to it because it does have more blue in it than green. I almost see a green when I'm looking in the camera here. Now this is a 18 count Aida. So I could do those little pillows, the O Beehive on this. I also bought a lot of 2 pieces of oxygen. Now, I split the oxygen with somebody who was there at the right time. I couldn't believe it because the day before I was waiting to split this with somebody. Janet, please contact me. Because you are just too cool to disappear, please. The Northwoods Stitcher at gmail.com. I hope you find this video, and I hope we can connect again. But we split this. What did we split? It was an Aida, 18 count Aida. So this was an 18 count Oxygen by Atomic Ranch. Look at that blue. It's gorgeous. We didn't realize how big of a piece it was. So we had it cut so we could have a more manageable piece for us. And I also got a 20 count Aida. Now this is the same. This is Atomic Ranch Oxygen, but it's lighter. Yeah, it shows. The bad thing was I didn't go to get blue. I went to get other colors. But the blues were speaking to me for whatever reason. I also got a Atomic Ranch limited edition, no name, 16 count Aida. Isn't that amazing? It almost looks tie-dyed, but I can see a Halloween design on this. Even a prairie schooler Halloween, I think I might play with. Oh, now we're getting into some fun stuff. I also picked up an Atomic Ranch 18 Aida parchment and a Zweigart Silver Moon 18 count Aida because I don't know what I'm going to be doing my owl on. Now, I know I've shown this to you before. This is the Blackwork Owl, and it's by Doodle Craft Design. And this was from 2020. And I did get this from Doodle Craft Design, and that's .co.uk. So this was an overseas website that was able to send it to me. Isn't that amazing? I think it would look great on either one. So now I just have to make a commitment, which is not easy to do. So I have some options. I got a lot of fabric. I got a Vanilla Cream Atomic Ranch 20 count Aida. I wanted this for some samplers, little tiny samplers that I wanted to do. I also got a Zweigart Vintage Country Mocha. This is a 20 count Aida. This is just a fat quarter. But this was also going to be a good fabric background for another little sampler that I want to do. I brought along an Owl Forest. This was on owlforestembroidery.com as a free chart, and it was just called Cranes. I did not find the blue that I wanted for this one. That's okay. It'll happen. When you first get to a retreat, it's overwhelming. Your sensory overload. What do I look at first? Who do I talk to first? And I was so excited seeing people that I haven't seen in a while, or have maybe seen a couple of times but not had a chance to visit with very long. And this almost had me in tears. But somebody came up to me with a wrapped gift and said, "I watch you all the time. Do you remember me?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." And her name is June. And I put the wrapped gift in my bag. And I didn't get to open it until 11 o'clock that night. Words cannot convey how excited I am to have this to play with and to use, and that it's mushroom related because that's so cool. So this is a thread keep and accessory catch-all zippered pouch. But wait, there's more. Oh, my little snap. I don't know why that happened. I think I pulled on it too hard and I have to crush it. There we go. So the needles go there. This is that soft felt, so if I have my threads will stick on it. So that's why I call it a thread keep. I don't know what June calls it, but I also call it lovely, darling, beautiful. My husband calls it more drugs for my stash. And look at the beautiful fabric. I don't know if I want to bring it to Germany or not, in case something happens to my luggage. But I'm just so happy to have it. This is going to be something that lives downstairs next to my Stitchy chair, and I think it will just house the stuff that usually falls off the arm of my chair. So I can't thank you enough. I just love it. Absolutely. And I think, didn't you say, June, are you going to the next retreat at Lakeside Stitches? I hope so. because that's in May when I get back from my trip. So I hope to see you there, June. I'll put that aside. Oh, who else was at? There's so many floss tubers at this retreat. So the New England Stitcher was there. And I can't say enough about this either. So Stephanie, I think you sold out of all of your, I guess it's a thread keep project bag. So let me do the full effect. She had me at Owls. Isn't this a great size? So I purchased this at her table. And you just slide the, this is an elastic ribbon. And it opens up to beautiful stuff. So that's for the needles. This is for the floss, because the floss will just stick to it. That's what I mean. Look at that. It's not going to go anywhere. But wait, there's more. So there's a little pocket here. There's a pocket in there. And there's a pocket in here. Wasn't there another one? No. I might have been dreaming. So I've got 3 different places. I could stick a project in here. Keep my scissors in here. And look at this. She even has a little fob. It says New England Stitcher. I don't know, I just feel so privileged to spend time with so many talented people. It's almost to the point of tears. I'm overtired and overwhelmed with everything. So, there's more. I love this. So I'm going to put a little ring on this because I have so many of them for my flosses. Darlene made this. Darlene Dolan. And she didn't sign it anywhere. She's as bad as Sophia. Isn't that cute? I love it. So I tracked her down. I said, wait a minute, you didn't sign it. You have to put something in there. So, so she signed a little tag. It was a, whatchamadoodle, a raffle ticket. I love the pattern. It's like a mini duffel, catch-all. What a great shape. I could only dream of making stuff like that. And of course, while you're walking around and you're not at your table, all these little things pop up on your table. Gifts that people leave. Needle minder. Tina. Sweet little printed and stamped tags. I need these. I don't know how she made them, so maybe I can talk to her about that. But just handy stuff, needle minders. And I'm wondering who did this. Was this Teresa? Somebody did this. They got stickers from the Crafty Grimalkin. I love these. And floss drops. There were so many people that did stuff like that. We had door prizes. So I won a door prize. And I don't think this was signed. No, this isn't signed either. So look at this beautiful thing. Another little tiny project bag. I'm gonna have to start making these, guys. These are fun. I encourage people to play with stuff like this. Again, I wouldn't be able to do this. Not by hand sewing. Beautiful lining. I can't wait to stick a Christmas thing in there. I love it. I love it. Now, Karen was there with her sister Carol. My barrette is downstairs. Carol makes these really wild needle minders that are also miniature pin cushions. Well, maybe it's not a needle minder then, but it sits on your fabric like a needle minder, made out of a bottle cap or milk cap. And then she over decorates it, so it's the cutest thing in the world. What? So when I heard that her sister was coming to the retreat, I said, oh, I can get rid of my milk caps and my bottle caps. Maybe she can use them. Would she like them? I had a big bag for her. I think she should probably start selling these, because these are the most fun things to have. I got one last year, or was it the year before? And I showed it on a previous video, and I said, I don't know who made this, but they're brilliant. Carol. So I give her the bottle caps, and what she gives me is, and I'll show it in the next video, because it's downstairs. It's not in this pile. It would have gotten hurt. It's beyond words. It's a peyote stitched barrette, and guess what it is? Wolf eyes staring at you. Almost like that cross stitch that I want to do, the wolf eyes. I was almost in tears. Above and beyond. Because she knew I was going to be there. Inside one of the project bags I just showed, I got this. This is the strangest stuff. I'd like to know if any of you have stitched on this. It's called Yorkshire Driftwood. Now this is a 14 count fabric by Zweigart, but it looks like barnwood, but they call it driftwood. Isn't that amazing? Somewhere, and I think my friend Campbell knows about this, that owl cross stitch. Remember the one we have in that book that you found and I got on eBay so I could have a copy too? There is an owl that I think would look perfect on this. I've seen gray fabrics before, but this definitely has some great color variations in it. And that was Yorkshire Driftwood by Zweigart. Now, the Crafty Grimalkin is who was selling this. And you remember she's got the brick and mortar shop in Bangor. And there's also the website, craftygrimalkin.com, that you can ask her if you can get this. But I've never seen it before, and I was just so taken with it. I'm not stitching a lot on 14 count these days, but a giant owl, yes, please. That was amazing. I got a whole bunch of needle minders. I bought a really cool needle minder from, was this the Drooling Moose? Oh dear, who did this? Yes, Drooling Moose, thank you. So these are the miniature embroidery hoops. She found the perfect fabric to line up a tiny little deer and put it in that miniature embroidery hoop and then turn it into a needle minder. She included behind the sticker is a needle. That's so thoughtful. And it's a substantial needle or magnet backing, so I'm not going to lose this. It's not too tiny for me to fiddle with. And it's, hear it? I know. Very happy with that. Somebody fantastic gave me Orvis Wa paste. Mix a tiny amount with warm water. Do not use with overdyed. Test for color fast. So I'm remembering this will clean your fabric without damaging it. But there was another use for it. Help. Leave a comment. I can't wait to use this. And of course, this is going to go in my laundry room and be my go-to when I have the question of, oh my gosh, do I or don't I? So this looks pretty interesting. It doesn't have any scent to it, so I can't tell what kind of base it is. So I'm really excited to test that out. or swag bag. Handmade. So Helen gave us another free chart. This is called Lobsters and Lighthouses. I can't wait to do this. And not only did the chart come in the swag bag, but the fabric to put on the back of your pillow. Some people got puffins. Some people got sailboats. Somebody got gulls. Can't call them seagulls. There's no such thing as seagulls. They're called gulls. And I saw puffins, gulls. Did I see boats? Buoys. I saw buoys. But this is absolutely perfect, especially since my husband's a merchant mariner. So maybe Helen's got my... Oh! I did have it. Those beads are so tiny. Do you see the wolf? So that's the nose and the eyes. It's amazing. She hand beaded all those tiny little beads, and it's on a barrette. And her sister, Karen's sister, Carol, came up from Massachusetts, from skydiving land, Pepperell. Well, I kind of know where that is. We got lots and lots of needle minders. Where did I get this? Was this a... I think this might have been a free pattern on somebody's table. Why don't I have this? Now I do. So this is Statehood Splendor Series. And they do each state, if you haven't seen these before. And it's a thread milk design. So if you're interested in getting your state, you can get them at threadmilkdesigns, I think, .com. And I think 123 Stitch might carry all of these too. I'm excited about that. I should stop doing this because I need to make a whole bunch of videos. I think I'm going to stop because I've got so much more to show, and I want to make you guys a couple of videos because I'm going to be going on my vacation, and I don't want anybody to think that something happened to me if I dropped off the face of the earth, and I am going to drop off the face of the earth. So I'm going to go do some editing. I will try to remember to put it all in, but I'm very tired, and thank you for being patient, and love to you all. Be safe. Happy stitching.